Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Elmer, or YaTuChavez. I hope you guys are doing well. And today I'm doing something a little bit different. Today I'm actually going to be talking about the the newest Dragon Ball Super episode 64, and kind of what we should expect from episode 65. Now, I don't want to go too into detail right now because A, I don't know how many of you guys have seen it, or even are watching it, or whatever, and B, I'm not some Dragon Ball Super expert. I just like to watch it and I like to talk about it. So I thought, why not talk about it with you guys and let me know what you guys think of the whole episode. So a few high points that I want to point out of this episode that I personally liked. Number one, the very beginning, of course, when Vegeta's whooping Black Goku's ass. Of course, we all loved it in the last episode. Brought it back a little bit for this episode. I loved it. Next is when Black Goku brings out his new weapon, the Energy Scythe. I don't know what you guys would want to call it. I think it's pretty dope, and the fact that it throws everything off energy-wise, and it brings off what I like to call is shadow clones. Yes, I'm referencing Naruto. Who cares? Of himself, because you can destroy them, but they'll just come right back almost. It's just like shadow clones in a sense. Now, one of my favorite parts of this whole episode is the whole Mafuba scene. We did not expect Trunks to be the one to use the Mafuba. We expected Goku to use it because he was the one who spent the whole day trying to learn it. But nope, Trunks actually did the Mafuba, and he actually did it. He put a Zamasu in the container, in the pot, and it worked. Now granted, of course, they forgot the seal, which made them didn't work, or which means it did not work. And of course, it just failed, and Zamasu was really weak. He was really thrown off about how the mortals, quote, the mortals, or we underestimated them in a sense. But either way, I think it was pretty cool how Trunks actually successfully did it. Now, if they only had the seal, that would have brought things to a whole nother level. They would have won half the battle. Now, what I find interesting, or the most interesting of this episode, is the very end. When Black Goku realizes that Zamasu was overwhelmed with what just happened. Of course, Black Goku doesn't know what happened. He just knows that his power level kept going in and out of the pod. It was reappearing and disappearing, and so Black Goku was thrown off just like Zamasu was. And so now they did the fusion, the Patora fusion. Now, what I find interesting about this next part is that when they were using it, when they were using their earrings and switching earrings, Zamasu was switching earrings, everyone knew what that meant. The guys that reappeared just to watch the battle, they knew what they were doing. They knew what was going on. And even Goku and Vegeta, they knew what was going on. Because I'm actually looking at the episode right now, and it's Vegeta, he grins, or he just jerks, and he knows what's going on. And then Goku says, so that's your move. Granted, of course, we're all in the same timeline at Dragon Ball Z, so they are both familiar with the Patora fusion earrings. So it was to be expected that when they get overwhelmed, that would have been a possibility of them using the earrings to fuse and defeat them, making them, quote, or air quotes, I guess, a perfect god, if you will. Cocky little bastards. And so, of course, nothing much happens after this. We just see the immense power that I'm just going to call him Perfect Zamasu, if you will. That Perfect Zamasu gives off just by his energy and his vibes and stuff like that. And looking at the preview of the next episode, it's pretty obvious that they get overwhelmed. Goku and Vegeta get overwhelmed with the new Zamasu's power, which is crazy. He says it's just the pressure of a god's energy. He's blowing up the entire city. Everyone, I'm going to assume, is dying. All the civilians are dying, and just another quote that pops up right here, actually I'm just watching the preview for the next episode, is no matter how strong the enemy, all we got to do is get even stronger. Now, that might mean that we are getting Fusion Reborn. Yes, I'm quoting the movie. Yes, it's a different timeline. I don't care. I just think it'd be pretty cool if they brought back Fusion, because they can do both fusions, if you think about it. They have the Kais there on the battlefield with them, and they both have earrings. Just got to give them each, Goku and Vegeta, an earring, and then they can fuse and just level the playing field. Or they could just go ahead and use Trunks as a diversion to attack this Perfect Zamasu, stall for time, and then Goku and Vegeta can do the fusion dance, and then they make that other fusion. Now, granted, I get the fusions mixed up sometimes. I believe it's Vegito with the Patora and Gogeta with the fusion dance. I could be wrong. I don't know. But I would love to see this happen. I would love to see a fusion god versus fusion gods. In a sense, Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan is, I guess, a god or higher than a god. I would love to see a god fusion versus god fusion battle in the next episode, or at least in the coming episodes. Next episode, it just looks like Perfect Zamasu is just showing off its power, and they're overwhelming Goku and Vegeta. And that's pretty much it. It's just showing off their power and what they're now capable of. Perhaps in the next 2 or 3 episodes, we'll finally get a fusion. Or, of course, it'll just be a huge disappointment if Goku, for whatever reason, uses the button to summon the King of Everything. That'll be a huge waste of an episode, in my opinion, and a huge waste of a saga. I just don't want that to happen. So what do you guys think of this new episode? And what do you guys expect of the next episode of Dragon Ball Super? Let me know in the comments down below. If you guys like this video and you guys want me to do more Dragon Ball Super videos / reviews or episode talks or stuff like that, hit that like button and let me know. Also, if I do end up doing more, which I probably will do for all the good episodes, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss an upload for the next one. All right? Hope you guys enjoyed. I will talk to you guys later. Peace.